Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another coaching session. I'm here with Araviste. He's probably the highest level coaching client I've had at this point. He is about 1800, 1850 level. I think 1850 level. And he is playing as the Japanese. I played some games with Araviste a few days back, just some casual games, didn't stream it or anything, and he's pretty decent. And his opponent this game will be Pete, also about an 1800 level player, a little bit below. But we'll see how he plays this game. So Pete is playing as Slavs, with Araviste playing as the Japanese. These are random civilizations, and Araviste would like to get coached on Arabia. We're going to see him move around the map. Let's see through his point of view. First thing that he's going to be looking for is a nice wood line. And he's not going to get a nice wood line, but he needs to find a wood line. Got to keep the scout moving. Now, it's really important to keep your scout moving here because you need to find that wood.
Yeah. I was just dealing with sheep drop-off for a second. That is a true statement.
So first goal will be find wood, and then we'll talk about strategy afterwards.
Yeah.
Now, I often say the first strategy decision you make is where to place your lumber camp.
The plan that I was operating with was rush to man-at-arms, then into feudal archers.
Well, man-at-arms depends on your map, so let's first find our wood. Now, I do love Japanese men-at-arms, it's a good strat. But we'll take a look at your map first. There we go, looking good.
Here's our wood, next to our gold.
Yeah, that's probably the best wood line he could have chosen, the right one. Not a great wood line, but that's the best one he could have chosen. Now, it's good he's taken some of this tree, instead of choosing a quick wood line over here on the left or on the top side. So that's a mistake he avoided so far. Again, 1900 level, he's doing some things that I don't have to tell him about. And if this is your first coaching session, it sounds really weird, but I'm in push to talk right now, so he can't hear me right now. Kind of speaking in a different tone of voice. Now, 4 on wood. Gonna build a house. Now, oftentimes, it's probably better to build that house with the Berries village, because that house doesn't really do us any good as far as walling.
That actually is the Berries villager, and that was what I had in mind.
But the berries aren't over there.
Yeah, but basically I sent them out in the other direction on purpose because I was thinking I'm going to need buildings along that diagonal side.
Yeah, if you want to plan to wall it all the way off, then sure. And it's a big wall.
Yeah.
If you can do it, yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. I like that idea. You're coaching me up today. That's a good one.
I mean,
I'm not sure if it's worth the time, but that's an okay idea. Yeah.
Ideally, that has to be further out on the other side of the stone, but that was kind of too far to walk.
Well, if you want to get technical, I mean, like, towards your berries, you're going to have to wall that too. So if you went towards the berries and built the house there, you would have saved yourself just a little bit of time. Second boar is about ready to be taken. In fact, you're going to be late on the second boar.
You're right.
So
A mistake I make all too often.
Now, I like your map for a Dark Age rush. The Dark Age rush is you get your army out a little bit faster, but the thing is, it's going to be really hard to wall your resources in for that men-at-arms rush, I think. So I think you need to get your army out as fast as possible.
Yep.
Now, you could go for that men-at-arms if you want, and we'll take it from there, but as far as choosing the best opening strategy, I think a Dark Age rush is best. Men-at-arms is very risky.
One sec, someone just walked into the room.
Okay.
Yes?
Hi. They're the goats.
So far, so good with Araviste.
Yes.
Okay. Now you have that sheep rotting there. Those two lumberjacks are supposed to be taking the berries, so they might as well be taking that sheep instead. And let's get ready for our Dark Age rush.
Which lumberjacks are you talking about?
Well, you sent the guy to berries. It would be more efficient if that guy took the sheep that was rotting. That way we could get the rotted sheep. Instead of, the berries aren't going to rot. And let's start making militias. We can mine 10 gold.
Yeah.
Now bear in mind this Dark Age rush will be quite a bit late. You want the barracks up by 6:30. And we also need to start working on another house right away.
Also true.
10 gold? There we go.
We haven't gotten loom yet, so we won't run out.
Now what are you looking for with your scout?
Nothing at the moment, because I'm
Well, we need
failing
to...
at multitasking.
Yeah. Whenever you find all your resources, you just need to head straight out, especially when you're Dark Age rushing. Get your villagers back working. They can take the sheep. We can add one more farm. And that house is still not up.
The house is up.
Oh yeah, it's in the back. Okay, I missed it. One more farm. Get that sheep ready. And send your militia out. Send your scout out to find your opponent. These militia need to know where to go.
Yeah.
Try to optimize your sheep villagers.
Yeah.
Now you want to send that scout straight to your opponent's base. You don't want to dilly-dally.
Who's on his... Yeah, no.
He's kind of going to the right. Most likely your opponent is straight across.
Oh, you're saying that just on the basis of the fact that they would be directly opposite me?
Most likely, yes. Good.
I...
3 farms
okay,
is
yeah,
definitely
fine.
too many. You're going to be delaying your archery ranges with 3 farms.
I just know I wasn't going to have enough food at this point. I don't know.
Well, that farmer
I
is
guess-
not going to get any food by the time you need to
You're right.
pick up.
Yep, you're right. It's illogical.
There we go. Now most of those villages can build a second lumber camp and build a second mining camp. Now you got 2
mean-
low villagers there. The
Yeah,
low
I
villagers
know.
shouldn't be moving out. They should be on the farms. But what's most important right now is get your economy straight and find your opponent. One idle villager. The resource you're going to be lowest on is wood.
Yep, that's true.
Send 2 villagers from your gold to wood. Good, let's find that opponent.
I still have not found him.
Where is he? He's on the bottom. It's an unlucky spawn position. You would never expect your opponent to be right here. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Now, lucky for Aeroviste, no aggression has come in. If the worst case scenario is a Dark Age rush comes right into the wood and the gold right now, and our militia are in the middle of the map. You still have that one idle villager under your town center. You should be clicking the idle villager hotkey every now and then.
Yeah, you're right.
With 2 villagers, build 2 archery ranges. And let's get the men-at-arms upgrade, since we haven't used these militias. Now, if you see something you don't like, I'd like you to cancel the men-at-arms upgrade. By something you don't like, I mean like walls.
Do not see any such thing.
Good. Get the lumber upgrade when you can. The magic number on gold for 2 ranges is 7 villagers. You need 7 villagers to maintain from 2 ranges. So we'll be adding to gold until we have 7. Good, let's use those men-at-arms. What is your opponent doing?
I don't know. I haven't scouted enough of him yet to tell you.
Nice
That's a good
Japanese
question.
men-at-arms.
Looks like he's attacking me with scouts.
All right, let's build this. Let's build some spearmen, and be very careful with your villas.
Oh, I'm gonna lose a few here.
What the hell is this tower?
Unless he runs when he, for some reason. Or why he would do that.
When you have the low villagers like that, you want to run them back to the town center.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was bad.
No, I lost all my man-at-arms while I wasn't looking at them.
Yeah. That might be a goal for you. It seems like that's happened quite a few times.
Losing units because I'm not multitasking fast enough.
Particularly militia to the town center.
Yeah.
Now, the magic number on gold is 7 villagers. It should be your goal to get 7 villagers on gold before you start seeding a lot of farms.
Well, I appear to have just lost 6 on wood, apparently. I don't know where they went, so...
Well, luckily for you, you had a surplus on wood.
There are those scouts.
Good. Now, we've already killed a lot of his scouts. I would move out with your archers.
If I move out with this few archers, they will die to the scouts.
There's
I
a
think.
spearman in there, though, and it's a Japanese spearman.
Sure.
And we, PM Beast lost 3 scouts. Now, you got to keep walling this off. Wall to your town center. I wouldn't take too much time to wall it off.
I'm gonna lose all the berry villagers.
Well,
They're
no,
pretty
you
much
should
dead.
run them back to the town center.
Yeah.
And maybe make one more spearman. Now, a blacksmith should be on your wish list right now. Use the blacksmith
the
to
wood for it.
finish off the wall. And you still need 7 on gold.
Yeah.
You will need a house also. So let's have another waller.
I've got these 3 sitting idle in the town center.
There's that house. There we go. Now would be a good time for wheelbarrow. What the hell is
Do I
this?
afford it yet?
What the hell?
No, I
is
can.
this? As I say, this is a higher level player. What the hell is this guy doing? Oh dear God. Fletching is on your wish list.
Yep, it is.
Keep that wall coming up. Really got to make that wall. No, too far out. Wall toward your town center. Your town center will be a better wall.
I'm not... Oh, you mean where these houses are?
Yeah, because where are you walling to?
Good question. One sec, I'm trying to get scouts out of my berries. I guess I was walling to the wood to just close off
Yeah,
that
but then the
side.
top side's still open.
Yes, it is. Oh, look, my spear went wandering into this town center.
Good. So keep adding those farmers as villagers come out of the town center. We have a surplus of gold, which means we haven't been building archers, because we've only had 7.
Yeah.
Now, fletching's still on that wish list. Oh, there it is.
Fletching is
Coming up.
50% done. But he
Sorry,
just
no
lost all of his
spectator dashboard on
woodcutters.
HT.
Yeah. No, I understand. I've been requesting that feature from them forever.
Now, take a second just to evaluate where your archers are and where you want them to be.
In this town, killing his wood. Isn't that where I want them to
Yeah.
be?
What is the resources that you're holding them off of right now?
Wood.
I mean, still
And
still
food
right.
a little bit.
This is
And
what
gold,
yeah.
actually.
This is what you're thinking of when you stop killing the villagers, but you're still killing the villagers, so that's great. But after you're done killing the villagers, you're holding him off of wood, you're holding him off of gold. He can't win this game if you can't take either of those resources. So this is where your second
Yeah.
battalion of archers comes in.
Right.
In fact, this is looking pretty GG already.
Yeah.
However, you should still continue to wall. You're still not walled. You need to be walled probably about 6-7 minutes ago.
And he's castle, and I have 200 food.
So, what's the big problem? He doesn't have wood, he doesn't have gold. Make sure he doesn't have those resources.
I'm not so sure he doesn't, because there's a gold mine over there.
Well, yeah, but why would he be mining that if you have all these archers here?
I'm talking about the one over there.
Well, I know, but you have the ability to stop him, don't you?
Oh, well, yes. Assuming he doesn't put up a tower or something.
Well, it looks like he is mining stone over there. So it's up to you
look at
to it's up to you to prevent him to stop mining those resources.
Yep.
Good. Let's click up to the next age.
What? I have 500 food.
Yeah, you can click up in just a second. So his castle age doesn't mean anything. He can't get gold for knights, he can't get wood for a town center.
Right. Unless, of course, there's something that I'm not seeing for lack of scouting.
Well, it shouldn't be. You should be seeing it with the scout and all your archers.
Like, for the fact that he has a wood camp over there, which I would have been hitherto ignoring.
Now you are missing stuff
Yeah,
with your scout, because your scout's in the middle of the map.
Yeah, Well, I was sort of just scouting the black over there to make sure he didn't send stuff off into the darkness.
Well, if he did, it would have been GG already, but he's got this town center up now. Kill those farms.
Yeah, I
Just kill the farms. Yeah. And let's. Yeah, you're already up. Good. What would be a good idea now is probably a siege workshop just to finish him off. We need to keep him off of wood, keep him off of gold. So let's send a single villager forward for a siege workshop.
Yep.
And you should continue to wall your base. You could wall on the left side towards your town center.
Trying to find any villager that isn't damaged.
Yeah, good enough. Make sure you're still building those archers too. We'll upgrade to crossbow, bodkin, arrow, bow saw, siege workshop straight away, and you can even drop a town center.
Yeah.
Now let's have that villager come forward for that siege workshop.
Yeah, I meant to.
Now where do you want the
For the
siege
record.
workshop?
Probably right around there.
Why right there? Why not put it on top of the hill, where his 2 golds and stone are?
That's a good point. I guess just because the reasoning was just that I like having my things in between me and him, directly in between.
I think the hill would be a
This is-
better option. Make sure you have that gold mining upgrade in as well.
Yeah.
But make sure all your buildings are still going, your town center is idle, and 1 range is idle.
Hate wolves so much.
Now, you do not need that many farms. You have to be keeping in mind what kind of resources you need. Oh, actually, you went second town center. Okay, you might need those farms. Ah, he's taking gold.
Is he?
Yeah.
Where?
He's right under your nose. You have to keep your army moving and watching it.
Oh. Yep, he is.
And keep the archers building. You have a surplus of wood and gold, the 2 resources archers cost.
Yep.
Now you're still open on the top. If knights wanted to stream in, they could.
Oh, he has 2 archery ranges.
Let's get those mangonels out.
I started using that wood to make a stable.
Well, you still have enough for a mangonel. The stable's a good choice with where you are at, but you might lose those vills.
No, I'm not. Oh, he has knights.
Alright, you gotta be careful here. You see the splits?
Yeah, I attempted to and misclicked.
Oh, big hit.
That was just phenomenally poorly played.
Another big hit.
Wow. Amazing. That takes skill. Well, there goes all of those archers.
Now this is where keep making archers would come into play. You could have had maybe 20 more archers at the stage.
True, I could have.
Keep
You're
making
right.
the mangonels. And there's the GG. Good job. Good game. All right, so we'll bring Pete back in the game. We'll discuss how the game went.
I wonder what made him quit then, as opposed to earlier.
We'll ask him. The Siege Workshop, maybe.
User joined
Yes.
your channel.
Hey, what's up, Pete? Good game.
Hey, thanks. Yeah,
All right.
kind of a little overwhelmed. Yeah, but it was a good experience.
So, Aeroviste, what do you think are some strengths and weaknesses of this game for you personally?
I wouldn't say many strengths were exhibited here at all.
Well, you did. You did win.
That's true, but I wouldn't say this was me playing very well. I can catalog the mistakes I made pretty endlessly.
Well, what are a few? Give us a few. Give us a few for the YouTube crowd.
A lot of idle time on villagers, town center, archery ranges, and just not moving my army around enough, giving him a chance to gather resources in way too many places that he should have never had a chance to get to.
Yeah, I could see a few things with quickness might being an issue, but you'll get better at that over time. A few of those instances might be watching your archers, make sure that your archers are always moving around. That way you can see a lot more of the map than if they stayed stationary, find a lot more villagers. Keeping the spearmen going towards the scouts preemptively, getting the walls up a little bit faster, a lot faster actually, finding the idle villagers, things like that, keeping the archery ranges working and the town center working, but those are all things that you'll get better at over time. So those aren't things to worry about too much. You know what I mean?
Yes, except that you have to question, after one's played 3,000 games on Steam alone, will one keep getting better with
You
time?
just gotta concentrate. You just gotta concentrate and try to get better. That's all.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can play this game casually. It depends if you want to play casual or if you want to play. You can still have fun, but a little bit more competitively. Then you try to concentrate and try to focus on getting faster and that kind of stuff. So it just depends on how you play.
As for Pete, you didn't have any army after those scouts.
Yeah, we could get to
You
Pete.
couldn't defend yourself.
Oh, I can go into it. I mean, the biggest mistake I know that I made was putting that tower up because I literally didn't have enough. I didn't have enough wood for a gold mine.
I didn't even
And
notice
after
you
that
made that
point-
tower.
I saw the men at arms, and I thought there was more coming, and I didn't have any army in my base, so I just kind of like panicked when I saw the men at arms. I thought I was getting man at arms rush, so I put
Right.
up a tower. I didn't have enough for a mining camp, so I didn't have
there-
gold forever.
There was another one of my mistakes. I let the man-at-arms wander into your TC. I lost them without doing any damage.
Aeroviste, I think one of the best ways you can improve your game, I think your speed will improve. I think you should really prioritize walling. If you get the walls up a lot faster, it'll be a lot harder for opponents to hit you, and prioritize how you wall. And think about which opening strategy you want to go for. I think Men-at-Arms would not have been the best strategy for this map. Men-at-Arms is a really aggressive strategy, so I think a Dark Age rush into Archers would really give you a significant advantage in that case, especially if you walled. If you walled, you'd be doing yourself so many favors.
When I say man-at-arms in this case, what I meant was a Dark Age rush with the intent of keeping them alive to upgrade to man-at-arms.
That's not really the intent of a Dark Age rush. The intent of Dark Age rush is to harass with the militia. But if you have them left over, then you upgrade a Man-at-Arms. But you don't say that's a Men-at-Arms rush. You just say you're upgrading to leftover. When I think of Men-at-Arms rush, I think fast feudal into building Men-at-Arms straight away. Which is a completely different strategy. But yeah, I think you could really do yourself a lot of favors if you wall. That way you won't have to pay attention so much at your own base.
Yeah.
So really focus on that earlier in the game.
Well, that was a large wall to build that would have taken a lot of idle time from the early economy.
Well, your wall is not
Okay.
as efficient as it possibly could have been.
that's
If you go from the woods, see where your barracks is? If you go straight from your
Yeah.
barracks to your town center, that's reasonable. You put the archer ranges in there also. That's pretty reasonable wall. And then from your town center to the wood line on the left, that's really not that bad, considering, look at your map. You don't have that other half of the map to worry about since you're up against the edge there. So that's really pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
And that would set you up for a good position. You wouldn't have to worry about the scouts so much. And PM Beast, there's a lot of things we could say about your game. What was your initial strategy?
The scout rush. I mean, I went up. I thought I got there. Okay, I think I did good all the way up
What was
until
your population going to the next age?
21, I believe.
Okay, 21 is good. I think you seeded... you started seeding a lot of farms in Dark Age. How many Dark Age farms did you seed?
I seeded 2.
Oh, okay. And then you added them later? I thought you added them. Oh, okay. Well, that's a pretty decent build then. If you did 2 farms in Dark Age, then you started adding them later. It's pretty decent. What's with the lumber camp on the right side and the mill on the right?
I was hunting deer over there, and then I had 4.
Oh, and then you want the lumber camp after that, right?
Yeah.
I think that is
Which
too
was
far.
risky.
That's too far away to
Yeah.
hunt deer and put a mill on it, because those villages are going to die right away. You're playing against the
Yeah.
Japanese. There's two things are going to happen when you play against the Japanese. The Japanese most likely is going to Dark Age rush you. If he Dark Age rushes you, he's either going to kill the vills, he's going to idle them on the deer, or he's going to kill the deer. So that's never going to work out for you.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I thought I could hide some vil. Like I hid some vills over there on the left, and
yeah, that's not
sometimes
going to
I
work
hide
though.
Vil.
That's not going to
Okay.
work.
I don't think you can kill deer in the Dark Age with
Militia? Yeah, you can.
militia.
Yeah, you can.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
2
news
hits.
to me. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I didn't
Just
know
you
that.
can't
I
kill
thought they
the
just.
scout.
Oh, okay. News to me.
Yeah, and then PMBC, yeah, the tower was a big mistake. You could wall yourself more efficiently. The walls are okay to start out with, but it doesn't help protect your gold. Now, of course, you couldn't wall any more aggressively because you didn't have enough army out. If you're having a lot of trouble with the militias, you have to make enough scouts to deal with the militias right away, or the men-at-arms, and then transition, probably in your case, to archers or skirmishers. I don't think you could have gone for a fast castle. You could have tried maybe a scout rush into fast castle if you walled it differently. If you walled your wood line on the right, put a tower on your gold, and walled on the left side towards your town center. I think then maybe you could have done a fast castle into knights. But you have to wall it really smart and place the tower in the perfect position. I think that would be the best option.
Okay. Yeah, I did try to abandon the scout production because I wanted to get up to the castle age.
That's perfectly fine, but you didn't have gold at that stage.
I didn't have any gold. I didn't have enough to make I built 2 stables. I didn't have enough to make a knight.
Yeah.
That was
you have to
silly.
realize that. And then after that, you built a town center instead of what you really needed was probably a siege workshop and a market. You got a siege workshop and a market, you get a mangonel out. Once you get the mangonel out, then you have access to your gold. Once you have gold, then you make knights.
Yep.
But the town center's not doing you any favors.
They were kind of late.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions in this game?
No, it's good. Get the jitters out. But it was good.